Hey, y'all. Welcome to Wealthy Habits today. And I have such a great treat for y'all. I was perusing LinkedIn this morning and I got an astonishing statistic that 42% of women entrepreneurs, business owners never borrow money, never apply for I'm not saying never borrow money, but the statistic said never apply for a loan or a line of credit. I want to dive into that and talk to y'all today. And not sure y'all know, but it is the fourth quarter tomorrow. And so what I'm going to tell you is I'm going to do a look back on the 5 tips, the 5 questions that I have been asked throughout the tax season that I gave the answers to that save people thousands. Now, right after this. Hi, I'm Spiceda Jackson, CEO and founder of xfinancialcpa.com. I help middle class people, entrepreneurs, small business owners, contractors be a have and not a have not of wealth. And wealth isn't necessarily money. Wealth is just sometimes your time. Wealth is your freedom of decision. What is wealth for you outside of money? I help you have that, but I'm an accountant, so we start with numbers. All right, Dale, y'all. I'm an accountant, so we start with numbers. Let's start with this. It is time to get your numbers together because tomorrow is the kickoff or October period is the first month of the fourth quarter. And I have a special treat for y'all. I have coming back October 18th, the Pocket More Profit Bootcamp. And it is time to register. Registration is open. You can register for free for a limited time. And I recommend that you upgrade for the VIP because I am going to be sharing with you guys not only the secrets to pocketing more profit, audit proofing your taxes and tax proofing your income, but we are going to talk about how you can best position yourself to leverage your firm. All right. Leverage, for those of you out there who may not know, leverage is another term for OPP, borrowing other people's money. But today we're talking about how we can leverage to lift our taxes in the next Pocket More Profit Bootcamp. Now, I told you guys I was perusing through minding my own business, looking at LinkedIn this morning, and ran across this post. And I'm going to read it to you guys. It was from Montina Young Frazier, and she basically is a partner, I believe, of ACE Capital. And ACE to Capital for Entrepreneurs. I personally know the president of the bank, who is a female, Miss Grace Fricks, and she has helped thousands, millions probably, of entrepreneurs get access to capital. In this post, they said, and I'm going to just jump down, in 2019, women-owned companies earned a whopping 1.8 trillion in receipts and employed 10.1 million people in America alone. The U.S. Small Business per the U.S. Small Business Administration report. Now, despite these impressive stats, access to capital, let me put that back up. Access to capital remains a challenge for many women-owned businesses, with data from Bank of America saying that almost 60% of women entrepreneurs say that they do not have the same access to capital as their male counterparts, and nearly a quarter of them believe they will never have equal access to capital as their male counterparts. Now, we are not going to play that game. You got to be in the game to win the game. And in the next statistic, we have said that 42% of women-owned businesses never apply for a loan, a business loan or line of credit. You got to be in the game to win. So ladies, Even though we have very impressive numbers as business owners, we can have even more impressive numbers if the 42% of our sisters get it together and actually decide that they are going to apply for access to capital. Now, let me say this. Using OPP, other people's money, money begets money. Okay? So if you know what to do. And so I piggybacked on this post with my own tips. Give me a second. Well, I grab my phone because I got to share these with you. My piggyback was many women entrepreneurs alike don't actually apply for loans for these 5 reasons. And these are my belief systems. You guys could not agree with me or not, but this is what I think. They don't think they need money because their business has money and it's doing well. Oftentimes, people don't borrow money when their businesses they believe are doing well enough. Well, you can do even better. You can employ even more, and you can reach your dreams even faster just by using the word leverage. Okay, using leverage, OPP, other people's money. All right, number 2, they're unsure on how to get started and who to get started with. A lot of entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, not particularly, that's who we're talking about today, don't know how to get started. I literally just had breakfast with a female entrepreneur friend yesterday, and she had the same statement. She said, well, she don't know how to get started. And one way to get started is, number one, you got to go with the bank that loves you. I have a whole series on this, right? But having your paperwork together. And that's what we help you do in my Pocket More Profit Bootcamp. But anyway, on to number 3. They have been told no once by one door, turned around and went back to their hustle and grind versus knocking on another door. Now, just because one bank tells you no does not mean the next bank will tell you no. Every bank does not like to work with every type of business. So you got to be with the bank that loves you back. You may have knocked on the wrong door. That doesn't mean that you go and say, nobody loves me, everybody hates me, I'm going to go eat worms. Okay, you can tell I'm a mom. But listen, just because you get a door slammed in your face, one bank tells you no, the no is not necessarily a no. It just means that you're at the wrong bank. Now, I've worked with several banks that love entrepreneurs and love microloans. One of them being the bank that, was mentioned in the post, Ace Capital. So anyway, that leads me to number 4. They don't have a capital plan, but a capital need. And sometimes people don't even know that they have a capital need. Business owners may not know that they have a capital need. Listen, if you don't have 1 month reserve or up to 3 month reserve of your income, your monthly income in your savings account, go ahead and borrow money, right? That you don't believe you need so that you can build your cash, okay? That means sell more, run more ads, sell more products if you got to get a new machine. Sometimes it's just an equipment loan that you need. I will say this, Ace helped one of my clients get money that totally boosted his business to the next level. And he was a small entrepreneur who actually, nobody would lend to. But he found the bank that loved him back and he got the equipment loan that he needed and his revenue more than doubled. So don't think that you don't have a capital need. Make a plan. Think about what you can do faster. Make that plan and make the ask. Apply for the loan. And number 5, women entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs alike are reluctant to apply because they don't have financial information ready or an accountant, that can help them get their package together. All right, no excuses will do in 2022 and beyond. Okay, guys, starting now. I have the Pocket More Profit Bootcamp. I'm gonna put it up here. Pocket More Profit Bootcamp Challenge coming up. Go ahead, write it down. It's very easy. Pocket More Profit Bootcamp.com. Okay. All right. Now, guys, I promised y'all that we were going to talk about the 5 questions that I answered this year. And I actually answered this a couple of years before that I asked this year that saved so many entrepreneurs thousands. And I am going to go over those questions with you guys right now, here and today. All right. Question number 1. And let me do this for y'all. Question number 1. Right? I'm sorry. Question number 1. I sold my home. What do I do? I bought a home. What do I do? All right, let me tell you this. Most Americans, if you sold your home this year, it may have created a non-taxable event for you. Contact your accountant and they will help you. Okay? If to let you know, hey, you sold your house. Is it taxable? Is it not taxable? You could possibly even just send an email to your accountant. If I'm your accountant, look, send me an email and I will give you the answer. Send me an email and I will give you an answer. Send the email and I will give you the answer. All right. Now, you can also, if you bought a home, what does that do? Did that create a tax deduction for me? Or I bought a building for myself, or I bought a piece of rental property. What does the tax deduction looks like? Listen, if you bought a piece of rental property or a commercial property or a property that you're not living in and you plan to rent, or it's an investment property, make sure that you have great accounting so that you're not overpaying in taxes on what you purchased the home for. No, you cannot take the full value of the home. Okay? Because there are parts of that home that you just cannot take in the year that you purchased it. That's why you got to get with your accountant. Make sure you have an accounting system. Make sure you're accounting for every dollar that you spent and every dollar that you borrowed, so that you can make sure that you're not overpaying in taxes. Okay? Whether you bought a home or you sold a home, you want to make sure that you're pocketing more profit and consulting with your accountant. Most Americans, I would say 80% of people who sell their homes it is not a taxable event, but you must speak with your accountant. And that leads me to number 2. So number 2 is, if I owe taxes, is there anything else I can do? All right, y'all. Yes is the answer. There's always something that you can do if you owe taxes. But let's talk about the word owe. We all owe taxes. Owing is not when your taxes are done. Oops, now I got to cut a check to the IRS. No, you've been cutting checks to the IRS all year if you're a W-2 employee. Now, the reason why I call my business, or I name my business Tax Plus 365, is because we are taxed plus 365. The government actually wants y'all to submit your taxes every paycheck if you work for somebody. And for business owners out there, the IRS is expecting you to pay quarterly tax estimates. Now, there are many stories out there of people that have been hit with a penalty because they made $1 million, throughout the year equally, let's assume, and they decided that they were going to pay their taxes, by April 15th, and the IRS said, "Thank you for the money, but shame on you for not sending me my money throughout the year. Here is a penalty." So, what I'm saying to you is, if there is no such thing as I owe in April or January through April, you owe today. The secret to this is, what can I do? We're entering into the fourth quarter. We're entering into the fourth quarter. What you can do is you can join the Pocket More Profit Bootcamp and make sure that you know what your estimated tax bill is going to be. But you should be consulting with your accountant. If you don't consult with your accountant, look at your numbers. How much did you make? How much did you spend? What is your tax rate is? That is how much that you owe in taxes, right? The question is, have you actually paid it? If you're a W-2 employee, yeah, you paid it or your employer took it out. unless, you withhold something. That's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, if you're a business owner, you take what you made minus what you spent minus what you obligated yourself to, and you have what's called profit. You pay taxes on profit. You don't pay taxes on sales. Sales and profit are totally different. Sales is what your customers pay you, and profit is what you get to keep. And I want you to keep more profit. So join my Pocket More Profit Bootcamp, and I can help you with that. Question number 3, I think, right? All right. Question number 3 says, how much should I give in charitable contributions? Okay, I say that we give in charitable contributions as much as we can. All right, most people aren't giving away 60% of their income. Okay, so don't worry about how much you can give. Talk to your accountant, tell them how much you did give, whether it was cash or non-cash, and make the decision from there. But I say most of you can take everything that you spend or that you give away to charity. All right, number 4. Number 4, if I file an extension, will I have more time to pay my taxes? Yes, you'll have until April 15th to pay your taxes, but your taxes really were due on December 31st. Taxes are due throughout the year, like I told you guys. Filing an extension does not extend your time to actually pay the tax. The tax was due on December 31st or throughout this year. Okay, what you're trying, you have until April 15th to get it right and pay the taxes due. So if you haven't been keeping up with your estimated taxes, the government said, okay, for you people who wait until the whole year is done to look at your numbers and look at your books, make sure you do it before April 15th and shimmy here my money. And so the IRS is looking for their estimated share. And the best thing to do to make sure that you're not overpaying in taxes and that you're pocketing more profit is to evaluate and make best decisions for your business in quarter 4 so that you're not just wasting profit and giving it away, but you are literally pocketing more profit and lowering your taxes. All right, number 5. When is the deadline to pay your taxes? Hey, I already covered that. The deadline to pay your taxes is April 15th. Okay. And if you don't pay it by April 15th and you owe $1 million, you are going to get a penalty for not paying it. But you must file the extension so that you don't get a double penalty for not paying and not filing. You have until October 15th, if you're a personal tax return or C corporation, to file your taxes if an extension is filed for you in April. But listen here, y'all. For you people out there that, you're a partnership return or whatever, you're an S corporation, your taxes are due on March 15th. Okay, your taxes, if you're a business owner and you file a partnership return or an S corporation return, your taxes are due on March 15th, people. Make sure you get it in so that you don't get the penalty. All right, y'all. These are the 5 tips. I'm going to run down them one more time for you, but that's what I have for y'all. And just knowing this has saved people thousands and thousands of dollars. But let me throw this bonus tip in. And this is for everybody out there. Medical expenses. Make sure that you add those up. Those are the most forgotten expenses on the personal tax return. Give that information to your accountant so that we can see if we can write that off. Charitable deductions. Don't forget those, okay? Add them up. Start looking at, if you're giving away and you start cleaning out before Christmas, giving away toys. Like I just gave away a whole bunch of uniforms to my kids' school. Make sure that you account for those. Make you a list. so that you can have what you're giving away, whether it's to Goodwill or whether it's to your local church. But you guys know that November is the giving season and giving time is coming. So get yourself ready. And if you want to make sure that you are doubling up on your charities or whatever, make sure that sometimes you might want to skip a year in giving your donations to your large charities, because you can take double the deduction. But anyway, we'll talk about that kind of stuff more in the Pocket More Profit Bootcamp that's coming up on October 18th, y'all. Because you know that the fourth quarter is just tomorrow. So come on, y'all. Meet me in the Pocket More Profit Bootcamp. Come on, y'all. Come on, ride that train. Come on, ride it. Choo-choo. All right, now y'all go into that fourth quarter with your heads, with a plan, with an accounting system, because wealth has a plan. And I want you guys to lead a limitless life. Here's a little bit more about my Pocket More Profit Bootcamp. I'll see you here next Friday. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, and share with your friends, because you don't want to grow wealthy alone, because you need to have people to enjoy your wealth with. And wealth is not just money, y'all. Wealth is access, time, and money that never runs out. All right, I love y'all. Until next time, don't forget to move your profit in the right direction, and that's what's up. Here we go.
The profit you want, the tax bill you want, and the freedom you want will be fueled by you reinvesting your profits back in your business. That's exactly why I founded the Pocket More Profit Bootcamp Challenge. Just for small business owners, contractors, consultants, those of you who just do business on the side, I founded this challenge to help you know the business tax deductions that belong to you. Now, I'm on a mission this year. I want to help 1,000 businesses pocket more profit so that you can take your business to the next level. Join the Pocket More Profit Bootcamp at www.pocketmoreprofitbootcamp.com.